Alright, with the new era of Andor and all these new marquees and all that crap, we got the 5th unit now, which is kind of surprising because I thought he was more... I thought he was like Spider-Legs Maul was going to be his status. I thought that he was the one that was the semi-legendary, or actually, yeah, legendary. Spider-Legs Maul is the legendary. So I thought he was going to be the legendary of this marquee, this era, whatever. But apparently not, because he is the 5th kit that they are releasing. So, can't really be, unless it... No, yeah, you can't be the legendary if they're already giving us the kit. They didn't give us Spider-Legs Maul right away. So, I don't know. Anyhow, though, this is Cassian Andor Undercover, when he looks like he's dressed up like a TIE pilot. He even has a TIE silencer in the background, I guess. Anyhow, Cassian Andor Undercover was built upon the foundation of love we had for the Andor series. Being able to watch him grow into the leader he became throughout the show, we knew that we had to find a home for him in the game. Throughout the series, we saw him working in parallel with Luthen and his operatives around the galaxy, each playing a significant role in undermining the oppression of the Empire. We wanted to reflect that with having Cassian lead a new team of rebel fighters that included them. Vel Sartha and her unwavering resilience, Cinta Kaz with her fearlessness, and Clea Marquis with her tactical prowess. That's only 4. Who's the 5th supposed to be? Is it supposed to be Luthen Rel, or it's only a 4-man team? Or 3 women, I guess, and 1 man. We hope you enjoy fighting the Empire with us. Basic ability is called Clem. Clem, isn't that the name of, what's his name? I don't know, that famous cowboy guy. I give him Christopher Walken. Isn't that his name in, what's it? That movie with, what the heck's his name? Why am I drawing a blank here? David Spade. This is one of his most famous movies. He's the hillbilly guy. Well, whatever. Isn't that the name of his character in that movie? Clem? And then at the end, he's talking to... he's pretending to be dead, and... Joe Dirt! Jeez, why can't I not remember that? He's talking to him, and then Clem starts, waking up down there, and then... Clem, you sly devil, you're not actually dead? Nah, just keep it quiet for a minute, please. Yeah, it's a terrible impersonation of him whispering. Anyways, basic ability, Clem. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict speed down for 1 turn. If they already had speed down from this ability, undermine them for 1 turn, which can't be resisted. If they were already undermined another random enemy who doesn't already have it for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled. During his turn, if all enemies are undermined, call all other rebel fighter allies to assist. So that massive assist is pretty cool, but it sucks how it requires everybody to be undermined. Like, that's like... it's not a guaranteed thing. I mean, when he uses his basic, it's not guaranteed that everybody's going to come assist, because everybody needs to be undermined first on the enemy team. So, it's kind of, I don't know, cool and not. Anyhow, design notes. I mean, on a basic, though, to have all enemies assist like that, that is solid. On a basic, I mean, if everybody's undermined, every time he goes, it's full assist, so there is that. Anyhow, design notes. Cassian spent his time trying to undermine the operations of the Empire, oftentimes through violent means. The basic is a way to represent him doing that by first slowing down the opposition, and if he had already slowed them down, then he is able to undermine their efforts. And as more of the enemies have become undermined, the operation is more easy to spread across them all. Having allies that can help Cassian attack the appropriate targets, or if Cassian is able to counterattack, this ability can quickly put the enemy in a precarious position. Inspiration. Clem was the name of Cassian's adopted father, and the alias he undertook for the Aldhani heist. The pistol Cassian uses for his basic animation was Clem's pistol. Fact, highly doubt it, but let's pretend. Question, can I apply Undermine from any speed down? Answer, no. The speed down has to be from the basic ability. But Undermine can be spread to another random enemy that doesn't have it if that enemy already had Undermine from any source. Okay, so what from any speed down? No, it has to be only. Let's see if that makes things harder too. Then it has to be from the basic only. Like, wait, hold on a minute. Can I apply? I don't know what this is actually asking. I'm confused now. Let me do this again slower. Can I apply Undermine from any speed down? So they're asking if anybody has speed down, will it apply Undermine? Now their answer is no. The speed down has to be from the basic ability. Okay, so the basic ability has to apply it, not speed down in general. Alright. Special ability, Keef Gurgo. That makes me think of Grief Cargo. Like, is there a spin-off on that for some reason? Why is he turned invisible when he puts his helmet on? That's weird. Keef Gurgo. Dispel all debuffs on rebel fighter allies, and they gain high morale for 1 turn, which can't be copied, and 10% turn meter. Oh. That's weird. It's only can't be copied. Usually it's can't be copied, dispelled, prevented, and blah blah blah. Now it's just can't be copied. Alright. And they gain 10% turn meter. Okay. Deal physical damage to all enemies and an additional instance of damage to undermined enemies. Undermine the enemy with the least turn meter for 2 turns. Okay. So you're adding an instance of Undermine with this move as well. That's good, I guess. And an additional instance of damage to Undermine enemies. So only Undermine enemies? So that kind of sucks. So see, if everybody doesn't have Undermine, not only are you not getting that mass assist from the basic, but you're not getting the extra damage output to those other characters. You know, the ones that are just like, I'm still healthy. Or not healthy, but you know, I'm not Undermined. So they're not taking extra damage. Ugh. There's a lot that you're missing out on without having Undermine on everybody. Anyhow, design notes. This ability provides for a decent amount of damage that can be doubled up on undermined enemies. So, spreading the undermined around to all enemies can make this ability pack a solid punch. But, even if no enemy is undermined, this can provide the opportunity to punish the enemy furthest from taking action. High morale was used here because it represented a moment of pride for the success in stealing the TIE Avenger. I wonder if that ship's going to be coming to the game. Now that they're talking about it, they're adding all these characters. Why not add that ship, you know? It seems like it's iconic enough because they stole it and they all had high morale. Inspiration. Keef Gurgo is the alias Cassian used while enjoying his time on Niamos until he wasn't. Jeez, so he uses all these different names? Real name, Cassian Andor. First fake name, Clem. Second fake name, Keef Gurgo. Where'd he even come up with that? It's so weird. The animation represents the moment upon stealing TIE Avenger and shooting his way out of the facility. That's what I figured. Like I said, why is he turned invisible? But then I was like, it's probably supposed to imply that he's like on the ship. You know, he puts the helmet on, now he's on the ship, and then that's the ship shooting. I mean, it even shows in the corner that it's like a TIE silencer or whatever they call it. TIE Avenger shooting those guys, so. Anyhow, Varian Sky. Let me guess, that's another name that he used? Wow, for a second special, it looks wicked basic. He just shoots and that's it? That's like a basic move, not a second special. Special ability 2, Varian Sky. Cooldown of 4, has a Zeta and an Omicron. So it's got everything. Biggest cooldown, Zeta and Omicron. Target other rebel ally... Wait, why do I always screw this up? Target other rebel fighter ally gains 50 speed for 1 turn and recovers 20% health and protection. If all allies are rebel fighters, target other ally also gains VIP until they are damaged twice. Okay. Cassian deals 30,000 true damage to target enemy, which can't be evaded, and blinds them for 1 turn. Undermine the enemy in the leader slot for 1 turn, which can't be resisted. This ability deals 15,000 more true damage for each turn a VIP has taken this encounter, stacking max 150,000 additional damage. Okay, so it's a weird move that uses just blank, you know, stock damage, or whatever you want to call it, flat rate damages, but it can do up to a lot, 150,000 total. The Omicron portion. While in Grand Arenas, if all allies are rebel fighters, target other rebel fighter ally gains damage immunity for 1 turn. Rebel fighter allies gain 10% turn meter and max health for the rest of the encounter. Target enemy is inflicted with healing immunity for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled or resisted. And if they had Undermine, all other enemies without Undermine are Undermined for 1 turn, which can't be resisted. Ooh! Oh, that's just Grand Arena, though. I was gonna say, there you go, that's how you get it, so that everybody has Undermine, but nope, that's while in Grand Arenas. So, I mean, I guess that helps you a little bit to boost everybody so that they're Undermined, so you can get all those extra bonuses from attacking Undermined characters, but otherwise, it's with a Omicron. What is it for? Grand Arena? That's good. Man, all these Omicrons being for Grand Arena is fine, I'm not complaining, but it's just funny, like, you got the ones for, Major Partagaz, his is, Grand Arena. Now this Cassian's Grand Arena. It's like you're gonna have these 2 teams potentially be able to fight each other in Grand Arena with Omicrons. I don't feel like this is that good of an Omicron, though, other than the Undermined thing, where everybody gets it for 1 turn at least. Oh. Anyways, design notes. While Cassian is a support, he is a very mission-oriented and deadly asset for the Rebels. Some of those missions included protection and extraction. It made sense for Cassian's successes to convert into greater deadliness. The Grand Arena Omicron applies damage immunity in most cases to the VIP, making it even more difficult for the enemy to take out the VIP. Okay. Inspiration. Variant Sky was the alias used by Cassian when he traveled to Gorman. Like I said, another name. The concept of protecting a VIP was taken from Cassian extracting Mon Mothma from the Senate building. The animation is a nod to Cassian attaching the sniper attachment to his pistol as he tries to line up Deidre Miro while on Gorman. Oh, he's trying to kill that bitch. Hey, that's funny though, because in her kit reveal, she's got all this stuff about how she's like cocky, you know, what are the things called? She has high morale or something, overconfident, and she likes to undermine everything, and I was like, dang, that's gonna lead out to be bad for you, and here it is. Cassian's over here gonna take her out. Like I said, bruh, you need to stop being so cocky. Keep your mind in the game, don't get too comfortable. Anyhow, fact. Highly doubt these are asked, but okay. How does the VIP damage increase work? Answer. When Cassian uses this ability on another Rebel Fighter ally, wow, they will have the VIP status effect, as long as all allies are Rebel Fighter. When they start to turn, this will count towards increasing the damage from this ability. If that ally loses VIP from taking damage twice, Cassian will retain the damage increase from the turns that ally had taken, but will not gain any further increases until a new VIP is established and has taken their turn. The total damage will cap at 180,000 true damage at max rank. That's what I thought, because it said 150, but I thought that was for the bonus, and then you have the 30,000 flat rate, so 150 plus 30, 180. Question 2. Can you have more than one VIP at the same time? Answer, yes. If Cassian is able to reuse this ability before the first VIP has lost their status, then a second one can be applied. Each starting their turn will add to the damage increase and other start of turn bonuses that the VIP convey. Unique ability, More Than Your Fear. This has a Zeta and an Omicron. Okay, so he must have 3 Omicrons because this is the second one now. Cassian has plus 50% critical avoidance per undermined enemy and gains 100% counter chance at the start of each non-undermined enemy's turn until the end of their turn. Well, I guess that's good. I was talking crap about the undermined characters, or the non-undermined characters before, but here we go. This is the way to get around it. He has a 100% counter chance against them. Cassian is immune to critical hit immunity. It's goofy. It's goofy how it's like, oh, he's immune to this immunity. Whenever Cassian attacks at a turn, he is inflicted with vulnerable for 1 turn. Wait, he is inflicted with it? That's weird. Isn't vulnerable bad? So he attacks on a turn and then he has something bad against him. I don't really like that. And the plus 50% critical avoidance per undermined enemy. Okay, so we can gain, what, 250 tops, which sounds cool, but I never care about crit avoidance. It's lame. Just like accuracy, it's lame. I don't care. I want offense, defense, speed, potency, tenacity, stuff like that. Anyhow, if there were no galactic legends at the start of battle, put a pause right there. What does that mean? Are they talking in general, like on both teams, or are they saying just our team, you know, like Cassian's team? Because, you know what I mean? Like, does this mean if I went up against the GL team using this, thinking I could win because of the Omicrons or whatever, like, would this portion not work? Or is it just our team can't have any GLs? They don't really explicitly say. It just says if there are no GLs at the start of battle. I would assume that means both teams. So now this is application specific, with that parameter. Whenever there are 3 or more out-of-turn attacks during an enemy's turn, that enemy is undermined for 1 turn, which can't be resisted. If an enemy is undermined, Cassian gains Fearless until no enemies are undermined. Whenever an enemy who wasn't undermined is undermined, Cassian gains 10% turn meter. Whenever an undermined enemy removes turn meter from Cassian, all enemies lose 25% turn meter. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. That's kind of confusing. So he gains Fearless until no enemies are undermined. Whenever an enemy who wasn't undermined is undermined, Cassian gains 10% turn meter. Whenever an undermined enemy removes turn meter from Cassian, all enemies lose 25%. Oh, that's cool though. All enemies lose it, so they take a little from him, and then he's just like, you know what? Fuck all of you. I'm gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna take a quarter of your turn meter from all of you. Also, how does that 25% turn meter work? Is it a flat 25% turn meter, or is it 25% of what they have? Like, let's say a character was at like 33% turn meter. Would it take 25% away from that, so now they're down to 8% turn meter? Or is it going to take 25% of 33, which is whatever it is? I mean, half of 33 is, what, 16 and a half? And then half of that is 8 1/4. So is it going to take 8 1/4% turn meter away? Which, oddly enough, would leave them with just about the same amount of turn meter in that example. So I guess it makes no difference then. Whenever an enemy with Undermine gains a buff from their ally, that ally is undermined for 1 turn, which can't be resisted. And at the end of their turn, all buffs are dispelled on the enemy who gained the buff, and all rebel fighters have their debuffs dispelled. You know, one thing I'm wondering is this still part of the if there were no GLs at the start of battle? Or is it just this one paragraph that applied to? Like, does this apply to that, and does this next one apply as well? At the start of Cassian's VIP turn, Cassian recovers full health and protection. Whoa! Whenever Cassian's VIP uses a special ability, the target enemy is undermined for 1 turn. Whoa. Well, that's solid. Jeez, what a way to keep Cassian strong. Have a VIP or 2. If he has 2 VIPs, he's constantly healing. Obviously, the VIPs can be killed or whatever, or lose their VIP status, but still, in the moment while they're his VIP, that's solid. But anyways, is all that contingent to not having any GLs at the start of battle? Or like I said, was it only this portion? I don't know. Anyhow, now the Omicron. While in Grand Arenas. Not highlighted. Shouldn't that be bold? I don't know. The enemy that damages an ally with Cassian's VIP is undermined for 1 turn, which can't be dispelled or resisted. At the start of Cassian's VIP's turn, also recover full health and protection of the weakest ally. Whenever Cassian's VIP uses an ability, the target enemy is undermined for 1 turn. That just feels so lame. These Omicrons kind of suck. I mean, the ability itself is way better. I don't know if it's all contingent to no GLs or not, but it's way better than this. This is the Omicron. Oh, if they damage Cassian's VIP, they're undermined for 1 turn. And then when Cassian's VIP goes and takes their turn, they also recover health and protection of the weakest ally. Okay, that's cool. But, like, I don't know. It doesn't sound that good. For an Omicron? Come on, Omicrons are supposed to be next level. Like, that's just like, alright, it's cool. It's like a Zeta, it's not an Omicron. Anyhow, design notes. Cassian is an operative that relies heavily on intelligence gathering and subterfuge. This ability is meant to represent that Once Cassian has set up the enemy through undermining their tactics, he is privy to their plans. If they try to gain some type of advantage, he takes that from them and either helps his own allies or undercuts the enemy. Because of this knowledge, he isn't afraid of what the enemy can do to him. And if Cassian is successful in getting his VIP to their destination, taking another turn, the VIP rewards him by reinvigorating him fully and helping him further his cause by giving him full health and protection. Inspiration! Cassian gave a motivational speech that reminded a nervous ally that she had become more than your fear. Cassian is a calculating operative, but if he is forced to come out of cover, that's when he is most vulnerable, and we wanted an ability to represent that. If Cassian had accomplished his goal of undermining an enemy and setting them up, then he becomes fearless because he knows what they are trying to accomplish. This allows him to counter a lot of moves that someone may try to do to him. Yeah, that makes sense, because now you already know. You're like, oh, okay, you got the inside scoop. Got that drop, cool. Fact. Question. What does it mean by 3 or more out-of-turn attacks during an enemy's turn? Answer. Whenever an enemy calls several teammates to attack on their turn, or if one teammate attacks several times by themselves, that enemy is punished for doing that. Mass assisting one character will lead to that one character being undermined. Oh, so that's way more application specific than I thought. I thought it just meant out of turn, like normal, a counterattack or something. I didn't realize it meant like this, mass assisting stuff. That's kind of application specific. How many characters do that? I don't know. Question. Does the VIP here include the VIP from Sortie? No. The bonuses from VIP here only includes the VIP assigned by Cassian. Sortie? Does the VIP here include the VIP? Sortie has VIP as well? I didn't know that. I don't know. I guess it's been a long time since I looked at her kit, though. Leader ability. I have friends everywhere. This has a Zeta and an Omicron. Rebel fighter allies have plus 100% potency and 50% defense. Undermined allies have minus 25 speed and can't be assisted. If all allies are rebel fighters, Cassian takes only 1 damage from attacks until he is critically hit on that turn. What? Takes only 1 damage from attacks unless he's critically hit? Huh. Rebel fighter allies have plus 100% tenacity until a rebel fighter ally is defeated, excluding summoned units. At the start of Cassian's VIP's turn, all undermined enemies lose 10% max health for the rest of the encounter, and rebel fighter allies gain 10% defense, penetration, and offense stacking for the rest of the encounter. While a rebel fighter ally has Cassian's VIP, all allied rebel fighters have plus 100% critical avoidance. Don't really care about crit avoidance. It's kind of lame. Whenever an enemy dispels Undermine, rebel fighter allies gain 20% turn meter. Whenever an enemy dispels a buff on a rebel fighter ally, they are undermined for 1 turn, which can't be resisted. Whenever they dispel a buff. Okay, so that's good, but again, it's kind of weirdly application specific. I mean, who's really dispelling buffs all the time? I don't know. Yeah, sure, they'll get Undermine after, which is cool, but so then you can get those other bonuses that come with Undermine, but I don't know. Anyhow, now the Omicron. Let's see if this is actually worth it. Probably not. While in Grand Arenas, rebel fighter allies take reduced damage from percentage health damage effects and gain instant defeat immunity, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented until a rebel fighter ally is defeated, excluding summoned units. So, like if you had Mon Mothma on the team, and she called in her, whatever he is, rebel fighter buddy. Take reduced damage from percent health damage effects. Wait, and instant defeat immunity. That's like GL's what they get. But this seems temporary. As soon as somebody is defeated, then it's like, this all goes away. Whenever an ally is damaged while they have Cassian's VIP, the cooldown of Variant Sky is reset. At the start of Cassian's VIP's turn, Rebel fighter allies gain 5% mastery. I never understand mastery. I know it's like a good thing, but I don't know what it really does. I don't get it. It's not like I ever noticed anything when I'm playing the game, you know, because everybody's mastery is going up, so it's just like we're all on the same level, you know? I don't know. Anyways, design notes. Cassian did his best work when he was an unknown alias, working behind the scenes. If the enemy didn't realize it was him, then he was able to work unimpeded. The critical hitting of Cassian and his self-application of vulnerable from his unique are meant to represent when the enemy was able to successfully pin down Cassian, otherwise he was able to shake it off and step away. The idea that the rebellion has friends everywhere and always lurking helped to structure that their power is great because of how they work together. Being able to sever some of those bonds greatly undercuts the message. Inspiration. The name is inspired as part of the code phrases used to prove they were on the same side and working with Luthen. We wanted to place value in keeping allies alive, as these are the friends that are working together. So just as a reminder, the name, which I guess is a code, is I have friends everywhere. Now the facts, which aren't really facts. Question: is the critical avoidance enough to prevent critical hits even while Cassian is vulnerable? Answer: no. Vulnerable would still allow the enemy to critically hit through the critical avoidance. It's kind of lame then. Oh yeah, high critical avoidance, but I'm vulnerable so you can still nail me. What does it mean Cassian takes only 1 damage unless he is critically hit on that turn? Answer, which is a massive book. Jeez. In the first instance of damage against Cassian, if the first instance of damage against Cassian were to critical hit, then it would show up as critical damage and there would be no noticeable difference. If that first instance doesn't critically hit, however, then, shouldn't there be some commas there? Then it would only deal 1 damage. If the enemy were to attempt to deal multiple instances of damage to Cassian, and the first instance were to crit, then all the subsequent damage would apply normally and deal their full value, whether they crit or not. But if none of the damage were to crit, then each instance would only deal 1 damage. This applies to assists as well. If the first attack critically hits, then each subsequent attack would do full damage whether they were critical damage or not. Oh, so that is semi-lame then. It's, like it says, unless he is critically hit. And then what? That's it? Was that part of that? That's part of his leader ability. So it's like, so it potentially has the chance to, like, never work. Meaning, he could start battle, get critically hit right out the gate, and boom, it negates all that. He never has just 1 damage on any attack. So that's a lame little thing. It's kind of like the death mark that you can get from Jar Jar's move, and it's got like a really low chance. It's like 1 in 200 or something stupid chance of happening. Anyways, I guess that's it. So that was the kit reveal for Cassian Undercover. At least they put these little video things and the GIFs in there. The last few kit reveals have been boring. It's just words. So that's cool. Yeah. So I didn't realize he had so many nicknames. Again, I never saw the show yet, so I wouldn't know that. But it's just kind of funny that he's got 75 different nicknames. But, yeah, I guess that is, all we have for now. That's the whole kit reveal for him. I thought he was a legendary. I guess not. He's just another normal marquee, but whatever. Character number 5. And this also concludes page 1 of their kit reveals. I still have 1 more to get through. Another whole page of these. I don't know how many are on it, but yeah, so thanks for checking this one out. And until whatever comes next, I said see ya.